Hi, good morning, and welcome back. Today we're going to start working with pencil techniques, and we're going to look at four quite quickly today. I am using a B pencil, so it is kind of soft, but not soft like a 4 or 5B. The first technique we're going to look at is on point, and that means we are using the tip of our pencil in order to create lines. Okay, and the way that we darken the lines is by going over them more frequently and then less and less frequently to end up with a nice shading kind of effect. Okay, remember you can use lines on the diagonal or vertical or horizontal. It is entirely up to you how you do this. And I'm kind of overlapping my lines a little bit so that I don't see a clear line where I've started. Okay. There we go. Okay. I will go dancing, and we will go back to your hotel. There we go. And then you will bring me your ugly statement. There will be openings. And that is an example of using the on point to create some shading. Still using my B pencil, I am going to come up now and we are going to work on scrubbing. And the difference between on point and scrubbing is that instead of using the point, I am using the side of my pencil. Okay, and you'll notice that I'm holding it in kind of an odd way, not the way we generally hold our pencils, but this gives me at least a bit more control. And you can see that as I go over this area, it gets darker. And I just scrub progressively lighter to create a shading effect, okay? Now it's best to do lighter lines first, because you can always go back when you're scrubbing and lay down more graphite, but it's much harder to take it away. Okay. So what we're trying to achieve here is a nice smooth transition in shade. Okay. Next up is a technique called smudging, and for this, in addition to our pencil, we need something called a stomp. This is a number 4 stomp. You can also do this with, you can also do this with a Kleenex, but I prefer using the stomp. And here again, I'm using a scrubbing technique up here, very dark, and we're just getting lighter as we go over.
You do understand what is next on the menu, don't you?
Okay. Okay, so I've filled in my square. Now I'm going to smudge it. And this gives a nice, smooth finish to your work. And you can also, as you see here in the corner where I didn't have any graphite, create or fill areas that hadn't previously been filled. Okay. So there we go. I have a fairly distinct line. I can see it in the video. So I am just going to continue smudging. I will go around to blend it a little bit more. Okay. And finally, we're going to do erasing. And for that, I'm going to use a Stedler plastic eraser. So again.
Good. You must be doing better. He loves me.
I'm going to fill my square. Okay, and in this case, I'm filling it fairly consistently. I'm not trying to create a value scale. I am simply trying to fill the square to show you the technique. Okay, so erasing. All I'm doing is taking the corner of my eraser.
Yes.
Okay, and I can get a bit of
he forgets things. He forgot his
I can get a bit of a value here. Okay, and
he's old.
There we go.
I know it kills him to ask for help.
Okay, so those are our 4 pencil techniques. The on point, using the tip of the pencil, scrubbing, using the pencil at about a 45-degree angle, smudging, okay, which is going to give us a very soft look, and that's the one where we used the stomp. And finally, we used an erasing technique through an area that had been smudged. Okay? Hope this video demo helped you, and I look forward to seeing you for the next